This episode's brought to you by Red Cape Films. Power Play!
Hello everyone and welcome to this segment of Power Play. Now you guys may have already heard the big news regarding Duke's superstar sensation, Zion Williamson. He's still not yet ready to play and has yet to make his regular season NBA debut. Back in October, he had surgery to repair a right torn meniscus. They said that he would be out 4 to 6 weeks. Well, check your calendars.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. You know, it's been about 7 to 8 weeks now, and he's still not even playing any kind of basketball type of activity. So we wanted to make a video just discussing Zion's injury. Is it concerning? How good is he if he's healthy? And we're just going to really break down what's going on and whether or not, if you're a fan or even a sports card collector, should you be concerned?
Yeah. Well, for me, I was hoping he would play this year. Obviously, we have some fantastic rookie cards. And if you guys have been investing, guys and girls investing into sports cards, Zion Williamson has a lot of hype. Seen him dunk in high school just on a ridiculous level. Then college at Duke, playing with Barrett, with other players. Was he playing with Reddish too?
Cam
Reddish, like some elite players. Then he went into preseason, dunked the ball like a freak, probably even jumped higher than ever before, especially in college. And now he's hurt. So for me, I was hoping he would come back. I was hoping he would come back for himself. I want Zion to do well. Yeah. But unfortunately, we haven't seen much progression. Things have been weird. We were told he was going to come back a while back. Yep. This was weeks and weeks ago, and he hasn't. I think December 21st, so about a week ago, he was supposed to be coming back. Yep. And that's what the organization was saying. So Zion hasn't came back. My opinion is that I don't think he's ready. I think if he was ready to go, they would have put him in December 21st, but I think it's taken him a long time. And as we're going to talk about, there's other reasons. So injury update. What do we have?
Well,
where's Zion at right now?
Where he's at is it's kind of weird. They're currently in the rehabilitation aspect of it, right? He's recovering. But if anyone knows anything about knee injuries, you can't really work out after knee surgery. And I think it always comes back to his weight, right? He's 6'7". Some have him listed at 6'8", but regardless, at least 6'7", 285 pounds. Is that 285 pounds accurate now that he's, not been maybe eating the same, not been playing at the same rate and doing that exercise? I don't know. Is his knee going to be okay? Yeah, eventually it's probably going to be stronger than it ever has before. Mm-hmm. But this isn't the first time that he's been injured, and it's certainly not the first time that he's had a knee injury. He's 19 years old. He's the face of the franchise. And this Pelicans team, they're about already 17 games below 500. They're not going to make the playoffs. What they should do is don't rush him back, right? It's the whole Blake Griffin saga again. Blake Griffin, number 1 pick coming out of Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. He got injured. He sat, redshirted his first year, for a lack of better terms there. And he came back and, much like Zion, put on these crazy, ridiculous dunks. Mm-hmm. So Zion does remind me a lot of him. I thought it was really interesting that they really wanted to, quote, teach him how to walk and teach him how to run again. So there's a lot of science there and a lot of different teams. Even Duke's medical staff is coming together to try to really help the speedy recovery, because even if you don't like him as a player, you should like him enough as a human being to see him want to, we want him back out on the court.
Yeah. So in terms of update, where is he at right now? And because we're not going to get to know 100%, because they're going to, it could be worse than what they're saying. I think it could be. It could be worse than what they're saying. Yeah, because they're saying he's coming back in December, and he's a guy that wants to play. Yeah. At 19, he's probably embarrassed he hasn't played yet. That's got to be hard on him. Could he play in 2 weeks? Or is he that far away?
In 2 weeks, I think he could. I've personally done my own research on this, and there's been a bunch of other athletes who've had knee surgery, and 2 weeks later, they're back out there playing. I think it does come down to the superstardom. Is he actually ready? I think 2 weeks we could see him play. But by then, you're looking at about half the season gone. Is it worth it? If he's ready to play by then, he should play. But I don't think the media, aka the New Orleans Pelicans organization, is giving us enough information. They keep saying, oh, here's the timetable. And their timetable is, well, it was 4 to 6 weeks and he's still not ready. That's not good enough for us, at least in my opinion.
Well, there's reasons beyond, right? Obviously, it has to do with a couple things. He's too big. Like, he's muscular, too. He's like 285, but he's a freak. Nobody's been, like, he's like Charles Barkley's size, but bigger.
Yep.
Like, physically jumps higher. He's a freak. He dunks harder than anybody I've ever seen. But the thing about him is that, like, you have to also think about all these things are kind of playing together. Like, the team's not doing well at all.
No.
Is it worth bringing him back? But he's such an elite player where they want to have him play for a long time. So, like, there's a couple things. Is it because he's hurt? Or is it more because of where they're at and what they're trying to do with him? Or do you think it's a culmination of both?
And honestly, I think it's more of a combination of both. I think it would be ludicrous to say that he's not hurt. Because if he was ready, yeah, the team's not the greatest, but you would still want to give him the opportunity to, get those reps in, so to speak, right? He'd be getting in 40-plus games.
Yeah.
So you'd obviously want that. But at the same time, if he is 2 to 3 to more weeks, as far as I know, he hasn't even been, like, doing basketball activities. And that tells me something going on with their surgery or something going on with his actual genetics. And like I said before, this isn't the first time he's been injured. He was injured in AAU ball, then he injured in high school again, and then he got injured again at Duke, and then now he's injured. That's 4 injuries.
Well,
and
he's doing freakish things, right?
I get that, right? He's doing freakish things, but again, he reminds me a lot of a young Blake Griffin.
So when is he coming back?
In
In your opinion, when is Zion Williamson coming back to play?
Next season. They have nothing to gain with this. This is their franchise. They lost Anthony Davis, right? He's their future. Why risk it on a team that, even with Zion back, they're not making playoffs?
So you'd agree with what they're doing, pretty much?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, not to kind of switch too much into other sports, but you look at a guy such as Nick Bosa, right? Nick Bosa got injured very early on last year for Ohio State, and he decided, you know what? I'm a top 3 draft pick. I'm not going to play this year anymore. Sorry, thank you for everything you've done, Ohio State. And look at him now. He's probably going to be Defensive Rookie of the Year. Get healthy, right? Get healthy. There's no point risking injury to get 20 games in on a non-playoff team, a team that's struggling, and then ending your career really early on when you can just wait and get it right.
Yeah, it's kind of what I think. Like, obviously, I'm very bullish on Zion. I think I've looked at all the tapes. I've looked at all the videos. There's so much proof out there. There's been nobody like him. I'm happy. I don't think as well he's going to come back this year. But I think next year, Zion, if he stays healthy for next year, he will be potentially... I think he's got like a 90% chance of being Rookie of the Year with crazy highlights. And that's because of what he's already done. I mean, go on YouTube, look at Zion Williamson dunks. And the other question is, how good is Zion Williamson? Honestly, is he overhyped, underhyped? What do you think?
I got to say overhyped. And I say this not just because of the knee injuries. I like a player who's able to obviously dunk like he can, and he can pass and he can do everything. I just don't think the way that the NBA is built right now going into 2020, you got to be able to shoot the ball. You look at a guy like Kristaps Porzingis, he's a threat in the paint, but you got to be able to shoot the ball. I see him more as a 16-ish points per game player.
I think he can shoot though. Like, he's got a good jump shot. Like, I've seen him. I don't know. I've seen college, high school stuff. Even in high school, I think Zion's a decent shooter.
Everyone's got him being,
but he's quick.
Unquote,
I think he's so quick though.
LeBron.
But he's so quick.
But there's so many other quick players. I don't know, guys. Let us know down in the comment section.
I think Zion
is LeBron going to be
quick.
the next LeBron, or is he going to be maybe the next occasional All-Star? That's more of what I think. I think he's going to be pretty good. I don't think he's going to be great. I think he's going
to average at least 25 points a game. What do you think? Honestly,
agree to disagree.
What do you think? No, tell us what you think.
That's what I think. I think he's going to be a 16-point per game type of player. 7 to 8 rebounds and a couple assists, which is good. It's really good. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's good. Yeah.
I just don't think he's gonna put up the points. I really don't think he's gonna.
I think given the opportunity, and if freaking Lonzo Ball can like get better, I don't know. I think things will change. We don't know because he could also get traded down the road. We don't know.
He has
but
to play.
I think in his first year, I think he's gonna do shockingly well. Especially even in preseason. I don't think that was a fluke. I think people, when Zion Williamson goes to dunk, people get out of the way. You're not going to get in front of a truck when it's driving 90 miles an hour.
That's where I don't agree with you.
No, he's
There
freaky.
are grown men in the NBA who are going to challenge
I think they're
him at
terrified
the
of
rim.
him. They're terrified of him.
Challenge him. There is a 19-year-old man and a
And you know what he's gonna do?
30-year-old seasoned vet, and he is
He's
going
gonna
to get.
rip his heart out. He's gonna dunk on him,
We'll see.
embarrass him, and then the guy's gonna his grandma's gonna look on the channel, call him, be like, "What happened to you? This 20-year-old Zion Williamson just dunked on me." I don't know. We don't know, but I think
has to
Zion's
play.
a freak, and I think he's gonna average 25 points a game in 2020.
Write it down in the comment section. He's
Yeah.
wrong.
Let me know what you guys think. That's what I believe. I honestly do believe that.
Eh.
I swear.
Agree to disagree. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. It's always been fun. Zion, if you're watching, honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, get better.
God bless you, Zion.
We truly. I want to prove me wrong, right? Put up 75 points a game.
Prove him wrong.
Prove me wrong. I want to
him
see
wrong.
you do well, but you got to work on your jump shot. You just got to.
Oh my God, I love his jump shot. Anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You're automatically entered in for a chance to win some maybe NBA hoops or
Panini Prism? Who knows?
We don't
Either
know.
way, you got to like, comment, and subscribe, so go ahead and do it.
see you guys next week.